October had tons of great gaming events. We hope you had fun. But we're moving from creepy pumpkin faces to sweet pumpkin pie in November. November is packed full of so many gaming opportunities. We hope you get out there and play some games. This is the 411 from the 417 Gamers, the calendar of board gaming events that we know of. But before we get into the events of November, we want to make sure we highlight an event that actually takes place in December. The Metagames Unlimited Christmas Bash is a great time, and it's going to take place Saturday, December 13th. However, to get your spot in that, you need to buy a $30 or better gift in their store. Tell them it's for the Christmas Bash, and that starts November 1st. Get your spot early, because I have a feeling this year they're going to fill up. Now, Saturday, November 1st, demos with Sansu Doomlings. Sansu's going to be teaching Doomlings at Village Meeple. It'll start at noon and goes on until 4. Find Village Meeple at 1570 East Battlefield, Suite F in Springfield, Missouri. Also, Saturday, November 1st, National Game Store Day. All day long, 20% off board games, events all day, prizes. Also, Saturday, November 1st, Game-a-thon with Gray Fox Games. They were formerly Changing Hands Games in Joplin, but they've moved locations. They've got a new sign, new name. Same great people. Find Gray Fox Games at 804 East 15th Street in Joplin, Missouri. The auction starts at 2 p.m., but open gaming all day long. Sunday, November 2nd, Tea Witches and a Tea Party. Join the ladies over at Village Meeple to learn the game Tea Witches. It's a $10 cover, which covers playing the game, some tea, and some biscuits. And find them over at 1570 East Battlefield Suite F. Go to villagemeeple.com to get your spot. Tuesday, November 4th, Bottles and Board Games at Vineyard Market with Village Meeple. The ladies at Village Meeple are teaming with Vineyard Market for a game night from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. There's a $10 cover there. Go over to villagemeeple.com to get your spot. Find the Vineyard Market in Ozarks at 1759 West State Highway J. Thursday, November 2nd, the first Thursday of the month with the Joplin Gamers takes place. This is at BTB Social in Joplin. Goes from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Friday, November 7th, Demos with Sansu, a place for all of my books. She's going to be teaching this game at Barnes & Noble starting at 4 p.m. Find Barnes & Noble at 3055 South Glenstone in Springfield, Missouri. Saturday's a busy day. Saturday, November 8th, Demos with Sansu Shallow Sea. She starts teaching this at 11 a.m. at Metagames, and then she's going to do double duty. She's going to teach Fountains over at Village Meeple at 2:30. So 2 demos with Sansu on Saturday, November 8th. Also, Saturday, November 8th is Extra Life, and both Village Meeple and Metagames are participating. And we'd like to highlight an event from each of them. Metagames is hosting a Crokinole tournament for Extra Life from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Go over to Metagames and get your spot for that. And then Village Meeple has a lot of events, but we like to feature their Gamers Lock-In. They're going to be doing that from 7 p.m. that Saturday night until 7 a.m. the next morning. Speaking of Sunday morning, Sunday, November 9th, Board Game Showdown Flip 7. Village Meeple likes hosting a board game in a competitive environment, but the problem is Josh has won the last 3. We have to go out there and defeat Josh. So come out, play Flip 7, and knock Josh out. Sunday, November 9th, Queen City Cardboard is at Holdfast Brewery. Greg is winding down this schedule. He's going to be changing his schedule, so he won't be doing the Sundays at Holdfast at the end of the year. So join him, fill that spot up, play some games, have some brews. Find Holdfast Brewery at 235 North Kimbrough in Springfield. That'll go from 1 to 5. Monday, November 10th, beer and board games at Wyro Brewery with Queen City Cardboard and Tremendicon. Join them from 5 to 8 p.m., and you can find Wire Road Brewery at 4453 South Timber Creek in Battlefield, Missouri. Also, Monday, November 10th, the 417 Gamers drop episode 51, the one with drafting games. Friday, November 14th through Sunday, November 16th. While it's not in the 417 area, we want to feature Meeple-a-thon up in Kansas City. Proceeds go to the homeless shelters in the area. Go to meepleathon.org to get your badges or help donate. Sunday, November 16th, Joplin Gamers host their third Sunday of the month. Joplin Gamers gather at BTB Social, but this goes from 4 to 9, so you can play some of those longer games. Find BTB Social at 1027 South Main in Joplin, Missouri. Monday, November 20th, the 417 Gamers drop episode 52, the one with Propolis. Friday, November 21st, Demos with Sansu, a place for all of my books. Sansu goes back to Barnes & Noble, so if you missed the first demo with her, hit her up on this one. She'll be there starting at 4 p.m. Find Barnes & Noble at 3055 South Glenstone. Saturday, November 22nd, Demos with Sansu, Shallow Sea. She'll be teaching this game at Village Meeple starting at 1 p.m. on that Saturday. Thursday, November 27th, Thanksgiving Day game day at Alamo Draft House. Jen has made this an annual event, so join her at 2 p.m. at Alamo Draft House, play some games. Friday, November 28th, another annual event is Black Friday game day at Metagames Unlimited. Now, the show floor is going to be packed with people buying games and taking advantage of all the great sales. But in the game room, we'll be playing games. We'll start at 10 a.m. Come on out, play some games. And Saturday, November 29th, Demos with Jen, Natural Disasters. She'll be teaching this at Metagames at 11 a.m. Once again, Metagames Unlimited is at 3309 East Sunshine in Springfield, Missouri. Those are the special events that we know of in the 417 area. Let's look at the regularly scheduled game days. These are the regular scheduled events that you can expect in the 417 area most weeks, but check the Facebook page of your friendly local game store to make sure. Sundays, Dice and Dine, the Branson Board Game Cafe, has their kids' D&D. They're asking for you to commit to 4 sessions so you can get those kiddos trained up and ready for your game table at home. Mondays, the Dice and Dine Branson Board Game Cafe has split this with not only family night, kids 15 and under are free with a paid adult, but senior social, kids 60 and up are also free. Village Meeple in Springfield has their Come Play Blood on the Clocktower. They have a regular group that loves to play Blood on the Clocktower, pretty well versed, but they're looking for new blood to come out and play. Tuesdays, Lowell's Gaming up in Camdenton hosts their games nights from 6 to 9. Wednesday is chock full of gaming goodness. Dirk's Tavern down on C Street hosts their board game days with Demo Dude Isaac. Nowhere Store Forgotten Lore has their board game nights on Wednesdays where they like to focus on a game that they want to teach you. Up in Bolivar, Frank and Becky at C&K Cards, Games, and More, they have their game nights. Go up there and see what Frank and Becky are up to. Down in Nixa, Haven Games has their board game nights on Wednesdays. And at 4x4 Brewery in Nixa, the Ozarks Crokinole Club meets up, plays some Crokinole. Hey, maybe have a drink or two with them. And then up in Springfield, Village Meeple hosts their We Teach Wednesdays. Go to their Facebook page at villagemeeple.com to see what games they're looking to teach you. Thursdays, 5C Gaming partners with the Gailey's Breakfast Pub downtown for a great game night. We've seen a couple pictures here and there. Looks like they're getting up to some good times. And then Metagames Unlimited hosts their Thursday game nights. The group keeps on growing as the temperatures keep on getting colder. We've been seeing up to 20 people showing up for games. The new, the old, the tried, the true. Who knows what's going to show up on Thursdays at Metagames. Also, got to keep an eye out for Seth's memes. They've been great. Fridays, Branson Board Game Cafe hosts their game night social events. They know that not everybody has a regular gaming group to play games with, but they want to help you. Show up around 6 o'clock with a willingness to learn, and they will get you set up. Up in Springfield, Village Meeple has a similar idea with their Game Friends Assemble. They know that making gaming friends isn't always the easiest. Head out there. And OTC Game Night from 5 to 8 during school seasons. They meet up at ICW 240. Follow them at Ozarks Tech Tabletop Gaming Club. Saturdays, Dice and Dine has their date night. Admission is buy one and get your significant others half off. And this goes from 6 to 10. Also in Springfield, Saturday's game day at Nowhere Store Forgotten Lore. Scott and his group's growing. That's nice to see. And then Village Meeple has their demo days with Sansu. She's there most weekends. Pop in and see what game she wants to teach you. Well, let's check in with the 417 Gamer podcast and see what they've got going on.
This is Andrea with the 417 Gamer podcast. Monday, November 10th, we drop episode 51, the one with drafting. In the 4, we talk about 4 games we've been playing recently: Sail, Trails of Tucana, Machikoro 2, and Splitto. In the 1 topic of the show, we discuss drafting games. And in the 7, we discuss 7 of our favorite drafting games. Episode 52 drops Thursday, October 20th, and we discuss Propolis. In the 4, we discuss 4 events in and around the 417 area. And in the 1 topic of the show, we review the bee-themed worker placement game, Propolis. Propolis is designed by Molly Johnson, Robert Melvin, Sean Stankovich, and published by Fallout Games. In the 7, we talk about 7 more of our favorite drafting games. Catch the 417 Gamer podcast on Spotify, Libsyn, and right here on YouTube. Until next time, keep gaming in the 417.
Question of the weekend. In the 417 Gamer Facebook page, we like to ask a question every Friday to spark a little conference deliberation about board games and everything in the such. We also share this with the Joplin Gamers, as well as the board game group on Facebook. Here are the questions you can expect in the month of November. Friday, November 7th, what are some of your favorite drafting games? Friday, November 14th, do you prefer closed drafting or open drafting? Friday, November 21st, what game do you think puts the most unique twist on drafting? And finally, Friday, November 28th, Black Friday, what are some games that you've added drafting to? Those are the questions you can expect in the month of November. November is chock full of games. Get out there, play the games. But right before you get out there and play those games, let's see what you played in the month of October.